So we have this 3.2 question 1 sub question 1. Okay, in each of the examples given below, a pair of triangles is shown. Equal parts of triangles in each pair are marked with same signs. Observe the figures and state the test by which the triangles in each pair are congruent. So as you can see, there are two right angle triangles, LMN and TPR. So which test should be applicable? Okay, so most of you have answered me, and all of you are saying it is hypotenuse side test. Okay, see, the moment we see right angle triangle, our first priority is hypotenuse side test. But remember, you can't blindly say it's a hypotenuse side test. आपको पहले check करना पड़ेगा. First condition, right angle triangle तो होना चाहिए. Second condition, the hypotenuse must be equal. So in these two triangles, for the first triangle LMN, the hypotenuse is LN, and for triangle TPR, hypotenuse is PR. So yes, the hypotenuse are equal. And then there is another side LM and TP, so the triangles will be congruent by hypotenuse side test. All right, so let's see this. What we should do here is, in triangle LMN and triangle TPR, we will get first the right angles. Remember, भले ही इस टेस्ट का नाम अगर right hypotenuse side test है, but I have told you we should always call it as right angle hypotenuse side test. So starting with right angle. So right angles are angle M and angle T. They are equal, which are equal to 90 degree. Hypotenuse LN equal to hypotenuse PR, which is given, and side LM congruent to side PT, which is also given. So the triangles are congruent by hypotenuse side test. All right. So this was a very simple example. Let's take the next one. So now we have the second question of 3.2. Let's read the question, everyone. In the second question we have, observe the information shown in pairs of triangles given below. State the test by which the two triangles are congruent. Write down the remaining congruent parts of these triangles. Now here, students, just observe one thing. You have to first state the test by which the two triangles are congruent. So first the test to likhna padega. Okay. And then there is an additional thing also, remaining congruent parts. Okay. So there is remaining congruent part also. There are remaining congruent parts also that we have to write. So the first example that we have are the two triangles ABC and PQR. Okay, we have to prove them congruent and then also write down the remaining congruent part. But the good part about this question, or the easier part about this question, is that it is given as an activity. Okay, it is given as an activity. So open a textbook, everyone. In your textbook 3.2, question number 2, sub question 1, I want you to fill these boxes with pencil. Okay. Okay. So all of you found this page in your textbook 3.2, question number 2, sub question 1. So we simply have to fill those boxes. Now see, everything is almost given there. Okay. So we can say that, just see the figure in triangle ABC and PQR. Dekho, it is already mentioned that angle ABC, that is B, is congruent to angle PQR. So B and Q are equal. Then side BC is congruent to side QR. Okay, side BC is congruent to side QR, and angle ACB congruent to angle PR. All right. So we can see that there are two pairs of angles and the included side is equal. So we say triangle ABC congruent to triangle PQR. Which test is here? Which test is applicable here? It is, yes, correct. It is ASA. So in the box we'll write ASA. All right. Now understand this. यहाँ तक हमने बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस में किया है. अब टेस्ट लिखने के बाद जो आगे वाला पार्ट है ना, ये जो 3 लाइन्स हम लोग लिख रहे हैं, we are writing the remaining parts. Okay, in these 3 parts we are writing the remaining parts. In remaining parts, first we'll talk about angle A. Now look at this angle A in this figure. ये जो angle A है अपना, angle A का जो corresponding angle है ना, वो उसको equal होगा. So for that we have to always follow the naming of the triangle. So we have written triangle ABC congruent to triangle PQR. So angle A corresponds to angle P. Okay, A and P should be equal. So here we should have angle A equal to angle P. All right, but the name is required in 3 letters. So angle BAC congruent to angle QPR. Okay, so the second box will write angle BAC congruent to angle QPR, and the reason is mentioned as CACT. Now CACT means corresponding angles of congruent triangles. All right. Next, Side AB is congruent to dash. Just look at AB. Tell me which is the corresponding side of AB. Okay, so it is congruent to PQ. All right. At the end, it is written side PR. Now side PR should be congruent to side AC. So side AC is congruent to side PR. Okay. Now Vipin has asked me this doubt. While writing the side, we have to mention it with side or seg. Okay, now see, when you have written triangles at the beginning, you should always write down side. Okay, because हम लोग triangle की बात कर रहे हैं. Okay, so AB and AC are the sides. So it is better to write side. Here we have written, at some places we have written seg, at some places we have written side. So side and seg both are allowed. But when you use side, side is used when it is a part of a triangle or a quadrilateral. And if you just have an individual segment, okay, तो उसको हम सिर्फ segment बोलेंगे. So in case of a triangle, both are allowed. Either you can write side, side AB, side PQ, or you can write seg AB, seg PQ. ठीक है, तो सेग मतलब कब होता है? जब अकेला सेगमेंट ड्रॉ किया है हमने, तो वो सेगमेंट ही रहेगा. बट अगर किसी ट्राइंगल या क्वाड्रिलेटरल का पार्ट है, तो उसे हम लोग सेग भी कह सकते हैं और साइड भी कह सकते हैं. बट द मोर प्रिसाइज वुड बी साइड. इट इज बेटर टू से साइड. ऑलराइट, नाउ वी हैव द सेम टाइप क्वेश्चन. ओके, अब यहाँ पर देखो, नाउ सी, जैसे जैसे आप आगे आगे बढ़ोगे ना, आपको इन्फॉर्मेशन डायरेक्टली नहीं दिया जाएगा, थोड़ा सा इनडायरेक्टली दिया जाएगा. So वो आपको समझना पड़ेगा. ठीक है, तो just observe this figure, and since you have the textbook in front of you, so you must have read the solution also. So in triangle PTQ and triangle STR, these are the two triangles. We can see the sides are marked. So first it is sec PT congruent to seg ST. As I said, seg or side, anything will do. Sec PT and ST, they are equal. Now the two angles PTQ and STR. Look at that two angles. The two angles were not marked. उनके ऊपर कभी मार्किंग नहीं किया था. But we can see that the two lines are crossing each other. Two lines are intersecting each other. When two lines intersect each other, vertically opposite angles are equal. So that's why we say angle PTQ congruent to angle STR. And the third thing is TQ congruent to TR. All right. And therefore the triangles PTQ congruent to triangle STR, reason SAS test. All right, so it is SAS test. So fill in that box. First box we'll write SAS. Now we are writing the corresponding part. Okay, so the next part that we have, we want the corresponding angles. So angle TPQ, that is P. Now understand, so P किसका equal होगा? See the names of the triangle. The first letter is P. So P will be equal to S. So angle P and angle S will be equal. Okay, angle P and angle S will be equal. So angle TPQ is congruent to angle TSR. Write that, TSR. TPQ congruent to TSR. Then TRS. Now TRS, that means angle R. R is congruent to Q. Okay, because in the triangles, look at the one-to-one correspondence. ये जो अपना Q है ना, Q, angle Q and angle R, they are corresponding angles. Okay, Q and R, they are corresponding angles. So we can say angle TQP congruent to angle TRS. At the end, sec PQ. तो sec PQ को तो आप देख सकते हो फिगर में. For sec PQ, the congruent part is sec SR. Hence it is, the reason written is here is CSCT, that means corresponding sides of congruent triangles. All right. Next we have the third question of 3.2. Okay, in the third question of 3.2 we have two triangles. Okay, so chalo, this is your turn to answer. Okay, first of all, observe the figure. Observe the figure by the time I read the question for you. From the information shown in the figure, state the test assuming the congruence of triangle ABC and triangle PQR. Write the remaining congruent parts of the triangles. So basically here, what we have to do is state the test assuring the congruence of triangle ABC and PQR. तो ऐसा test बताओ जिससे triangles congruent हो जाएगा. So simply it means state the proper test. Okay, and we also have to write down the remaining parts. So here, the test is going to be, as most of you are saying, it is going to be hypotenuse side test. Okay, so just raise your hand if you want to answer. I want one of you to speak. Either message me or raise your hand, then I'll give you this opportunity to speak. Okay, Navya Solanki. Navya, you can unmute yourself and tell me what should be the solution. What should we write? Navya Solanki, you can unmute and speak. Okay. Okay, Navya. Okay, not able to speak, Navya. All right. Anyone else? Anyone else? See, it is the same thing that we did during the tests. जो हम लोग टेस्ट का प्रेजेंटेशन कर रहे थे उस वक्त हमने यही किया था. Okay, so Kathan and Kanish. Okay, Kanish, you can unmute and speak.
And triangle PQR.
Okay, Kanish, can you please repeat?
Angle A congruent to angle Q is equal to in triangle ABC and triangle PQR, angle A is equals to angle Q is equals to 90 degree.
Very good.
Side AB is hypotenuse. Side AB is congruent to side QP. Hypotenuse CB congruent to hypotenuse RP. ... given.
Okay.
And triangle in triangle ABC and congruent to triangle PQR by hypotenuse side test.
Oh, very good, Ganesh. You have answered it very correctly. The only thing now, when you write right angles, you should first write down the hypotenuse and then you should go for the sides. You just maintain that order. All right. Okay. So as Kanish said, first we write the angles A and Q. So they are 90. Then hypotenuse BC congruent to hypotenuse PR. Right angle के बाद hypotenuse. Then side AB, as it is marked in the figure, congruent to side QP, given. And the triangles are congruent by hypotenuse side test. So this question is not over here. We have to write on the remaining congruent parts. Now understand, remaining congruent parts कैसे आएगा देखो. The parts which are unmarked in the figure, जैसे कि side AC and QR. These are the remaining sides. And the angles which we haven't taken during the test. So we only took the right angles. The other two pairs are still, the remaining pairs. So just write down the remaining. We'll just note down the remaining parts. So in remaining sides, the side which we didn't use during the test was AC and QR. So they are equal. So in the remaining parts, we'll have side AC congruent to side QR. When we talk about angles, now see, angle हमने A और Q use किया, but the other pairs like angle B and angle P, they will be equal, and we will have angle C and angle R. So these are the two pairs of equal angles. So first when we take, let's say B and P. So angle B congruent to P, that means angle ABC. Look at B. For writing, we use three letters ABC. So angle ABC congruent to angle P it is. So it is angle QPR. It is CACT. Then angle C and angle R, that means angle ACB congruent to angle RQP or QRP, sorry. That are the remaining congruent parts. Okay. So let's solve one of the question. I want everyone to solve this. Write down this question number, all of you, in your notebook. Get ready. You have to write this, and I'll ask someone to show their book also. So I'll be checking it also. So write down this, all of you, question number 3.2, question number 4. And remember, these all questions are based on the figure. So the figure is also very important. So see the question, it is, as shown in the following figure, in triangle LMN and triangle PNM, LM equal to PN, LN equal to PM, write the test which assures the congruency of two triangles, write the remaining congruent parts. All right. So you are not supposed to write the question, but please write down the question number. And along with the question number, I want every one of you to draw this figure also with proper marking. Now, why figure? Because we are going to follow the figure only for writing the congruency part. Okay. So I'm just giving you a minute. Please note down the question number 3.2, question 4, and also draw this figure, everyone. Please draw this figure, all of you. Okay, so I hope you have written the question number and drawn this figure. Okay, now just understand this question here. In this question, the two triangles, LMN and PMN, okay. Now see, these are not two separate triangles. They are overlapping each other. Okay, so they are overlapping each other. You have to be a little careful in such figures. Okay, yes, Akshay, you are still drawing the figure. Yeah, be quick, Akshay. So here we have two triangles which are overlapping. That's the different part from the other question. बाकी सब में क्या था, दो triangles अलग-अलग थे, and we could easily find out the equal parts. Okay. All right, so let's see this. There are two triangles, LMN and PMN. Now observe the figures and see the equal parts. As you can see the single dash on the two lines. Okay. You can see the line. I'll just highlight it for you. Look at this LM. This side LM is going to be equal to PN. Okay. LM and PN are equal. Then there is another pair that we can have. The another pair that we can have is LN. Now LN, it has a marking on it, LN double dash, okay, and MP also has the same marking. So we are having two pairs of equal parts which are already given in the question itself. वो question में ही लिखा था, LM equal to PN and LN equal to PN. But two parts or two pairs are not sufficient for the test. There has to be a third part also. So tell me, is there any third part in these two triangles which is a congruent part or which pair is equal? What do you think? Is there a third part here? Okay, so since the figures are overlapping each other, they have a side which is shared by both of them. Okay, so दोनों में एक common side है. तो common side कौन सा है देखो? The common side which they both share is side MN. Okay, the side which is shared by both the triangles is side MN. So जो MN जो होगा ना, वो दोनों का common side होगा. So we have the third pair of side now. So we can conclude that the two triangles are congruent by SSS test. तो यहाँ पर SSS test आएगा, ठीक है? So since we already decided to write, so let's write down the solution. First part we'll write in triangle LMN and triangle PNN. We should always follow the order which is given in the question itself. Okay. So we'll first write in triangle LMN and triangle PNN and the pairs of sides as it is given in the question. So the first pair it was given as LM equal to PN. So we write down the first equal part, that is side LM congruent to side PN. Side LM congruent to side PN. Second part would be side LN congruent to side PM. They both are given. So please write this. These two pairs are equal as it is given in the question. From question itself we understood that. The next thing we should write down is the common side. Now when we write common side, we have to write the same side congruent to itself. Okay, since for proving the two triangles congruent, we need to have the third part, and the third part here is the common side. So side MN is congruent to side NM. Okay, now one interesting thing here, just understand this. I have first written side MN and then we have written side NM. तो ऐसा क्यों किया? Because triangle का naming देखो, first triangle was named as LMN and second is named as PNM. So you have just followed the naming. So it was LMN, तो पहले हमने MN लिखा, and for the second triangle the naming is in this order, PNM. तो हमने second side का नाम लिखा NM. Even if write MN congruent to MN, that is still correct. Okay, so इसका रीजन लिखना पड़ेगा हमें कॉमन साइड. So the triangles are congruent by SSS test. So we say triangle LMN congruent to triangle PNM. Reason, SSS test of congruence. Okay. So the two triangles are congruent. Remember, the question is not over yet. We have to write down the remaining congruent parts. Now, since we have used the test SSS, we have used all the sides. We have used all the sides. So none of the sides are remaining. The only thing that is remaining is the angle. So we have to write 3 pairs of remaining angles. अब वो कैसे पता चलेगा? देखो, we have to follow the names of the triangle for that. जैसे कि देखो triangle का middle letter देखो M and N. So angle M will be congruent to angle N. So see the figure here. M and N जो है, it is for the bigger triangle, first triangle it is LMN. For the second it is PNM. So write down the first pair. Write this pair. Angle LMN congruent to angle PNM. All right. The next would be angle N. From the first triangle it is angle N, and from the second triangle it is M. अब यहाँ पर है ना, when we say N of the first triangle, so it is this angle. जो मैंने red mark किया है. So the name of that angle would be angle LNM. Okay, and जो P है, P के लिए हमें लिखना पड़ेगा PNM. These are the two angles, the smaller ones. So angle LNM congruent to angle PMN. The second pair, note this down. Angle LNM congruent to angle PMN. And the last pair would be angle L, which is at the top, like you can see, and angle P. So these are the two pairs, these are the two angles L and P, okay, marked in green color. So we say angle MLM or NLM congruent to angle MPN. Write down this third pair of angles. Okay, the third pair of angle is NLM congruent to angle MPN. So the reason for all of them, reason for all three are corresponding angles. So we should write down the reason as corresponding angles of congruent triangles, that is in short CACT. So write down this reason, everyone, CACT. ठीक है. अच्छा, here Rajvi has asked me one doubt. We can write the angles in single letter. Now see, you can write the angles in single letter. For this one, ये जो आपका L है ना, L, for angle L and angle P, you can use single letter. मतलब यहाँ पर last में you could have used L and P, angle L congruent to angle P. आप single letter में लिख सकते थे. But the problem comes when we have more than one letter, more than one angle at a particular point. जैसे कि ये पहला पेयर आप देख रहे हो ना, ये वाला NMN, LMN and PNM. तो अगर आप यहाँ पे सिर्फ M लिखते हैं ना, M and N लिखते हो, तो see at that point M and N there are two angles. So you have to specify which angle. So if the points are individual like this L and P, तो उसके लिए आप सिंगल एंगल लिखो, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. बट अगर पॉइंट के साथ एक पॉइंट पे 2 से 3 एंगल्स है ना, तो यू हैव टू स्पेसिफाई व्हिच एंगल्स. उसके लिए 3 लेटर्स लिखना जरूरी है. So it is always better to write it in 3 letters. Make it a habit of writing it in 3 letters. All right. Have you all copied this? So this question in exam can give you 3 marks. Okay, depending upon the difficulty level of your question paper, it can be from 2 to 3. the weightage varies. It can be either 2 marks or for 3 marks. All right. But most of the time you get 3 marks for this. All right. Okay. Next question also you have to solve. So next is the sixth question that we have to solve. The fifth one we'll do later. So sixth question we will be writing this. So let's see the question here. We have a figure given where in the given figure angle P is congruent to angle R and segment PQ is congruent to segment RQ. Prove that triangle PQT is congruent to triangle RQS. So these are the two questions. This is the question, we have to solve. So I want everyone to note down the question number. Write down this question number. It is practice set 3.2, question number 6. Practice set 3.2, question number 6. And draw this figure also. In your notebook, draw this figure. So I'm giving you a couple of minutes for you to draw this diagram. Be quick, everyone. So have you completed this drawing? So we have this figure where we have two triangles PQT and triangle RQS. They are overlapping each other again. We have to prove that they are congruent with the information angle P congruent to angle R and PQ congruent to RQ. Okay, so let's see the steps by which we can prove the triangles congruent. All right. So in the proof, we first name the two triangles. The triangles are triangle PQT and triangle RQS. So write down the first thing in triangle PQT and triangle RQS. In triangle PQT and triangle RQS. And then we observe the equal parts. Let's see the equal parts here, all of you. The first equal part that is mentioned in the question itself is angle P congruent to angle R. So we have this one pair of equal angles, angle P and angle R. They are equal. Okay, angle P equal to angle R. The first pair we get, it's pair of angles. The next thing that we have is the pair of side. So in the question it is written PQ. Okay, PQ congruent to RQ. So PQ and RQ, it is the pair of sides. So we have one pair of angles, one pair of side. Okay, so we can write down these two first. So just note down angle P congruent to angle R. Reason is given. Angle P congruent to angle R. You have to write along with me. Write this angle P congruent to angle R. The reason here is given. Next would be the side. We see the side which is highlighted. So the side PQ congruent to side RQ. The reason would be given. Okay, side PQ congruent to side RQ. It is also given. So these two parts were ready-made. We didn't have to think about it. It was already mentioned in the question. But see the third part. Do we have anything else that is congruent? Because third part is also required. As we know, for proving the triangles congruent, three pairs of corresponding elements should be congruent. We have two pairs of corresponding elements. What would be the third element that is congruent? Yes, I have already got answers from few of the students, but I want every one of you to answer. Look at the figure and tell me, what do you think? other than this angle P, angle R, and the two sides PQ and RQ, which is the third part that can be equal. Okay, most of you have answered me this. Okay, so the third part that we have, when the triangles overlap each other, we just try to search for the common side or for the common angle. Here there is no common side, but you can see that there is one angle which is shared by both the triangles, that is angle Q. So when you look at angle Q, it is same in both the triangles. So angle Q is the common angle. All right, so angle Q is congruent to itself. Okay, so common angle. Now here it is not common side. Remember, there is no common side because कोई भी ऐसा side नहीं जो दोनों ने share किया पूरा का पूरा side. Okay, there is some part of the side which is shared, that is not that cannot be considered. Okay, so there is no common side, but there is a common angle here, angle Q. So just write down angle Q congruent to angle Q, reason common angle. Okay, so we have angle Q congruent to angle Q. Now you can see that there are two pairs of angles and there is one pair of side which is also included side. So the test here is angle side angle. Write down triangle PQT congruent to triangle RQS, reason ASA test of congruency. Angle PQT, triangle PQT congruent triangle RQS, ASA test of congruency. All right. Okay. And in this question, we don't even have to write down the remaining congruent parts. The remaining congruent parts हमें चाहिए ही नहीं, so we are not writing it. This is only asked in the question, so you get 2 marks for this. All right, this question was 2 marks. Okay, now again I have a doubt. Somebody has asked me a doubt. I don't have a doubt. Okay, so where to use congruent sign and equal to sign? Now remember, students, whenever you are writing measure of any segment, length of any segment, or measure of any angle, whenever there are numbers involved, you should write equal. जैसे कि आप right angle hypotenuse test में आप क्या लिखते हो? Right angle जब लिखते हैं हम 90 degree लिखते हैं. When we are writing that 90 degree, that time you write equal. Otherwise, when you are proving the test, तो test में हर बार आप congruent ही sign डालना. Okay? Except for hypotenuse side test where we write that 90 degree number. जहाँ पर number आएगा ना, वहाँ पर equal sign. Because congruent sign is for the geometrical shapes and equal to sign is used for numbers or values. All right? So this is the 6th question that we were supposed to write. We have written it. 5th question we didn't take, so we'll take the 5th question also. Now 5th is a very easy question. I don't want you to write this. You can just tell me orally also. See this 5th question. So the 5th question that we have, 3.2, a figure is given. In the given figure, AB congruent, segment AB congruent to segment CB and segment AD congruent to segment CD. Prove that triangle ABD congruent to triangle CBD. So when we see the information, we can see that there are two triangles ABD and CBD. इन्हें congruent proof करना है. तो बोलो which test is applicable? Which test is applicable here? Okay, so the test is SSH test. Okay, as you can see, there are 3 pairs of side, SSH test. Okay, I'll ask someone to speak now. So Kathan is again raising hand. I want other people now. I'll ask randomly. Get ready. I'll ask anyone randomly now. Okay, Nikita, I want you to speak. Nikita from Mira Road branch. Okay, just unmute yourself, Nikita, and speak. What will you write in the solution? Can you hear me, Nikita?
Sir, proof is yes, sir.
Yes, please speak.
Sir, we have to write given and to prove, yeah, directly proof.
Directly proof. Directly proof.
Okay. In triangle ABD and triangle CBD, segment AB is congruent to segment CB, that is given. Okay. Segment AD and segment CD is also given. And segment BD and segment BD is common side. And triangle ABD, triangle ABD is congruent to triangle CBD. SSS test.
SSS test. Very good, Nikita. All right, so this is how we write down the test. Here also you don't require the remaining congruent parts. So we are not writing the remaining congruent parts here. All right, students, the lecture, we have the time limit of 2 minutes now, and we will take a break before we start the next question. Okay, we start the next set of next questions. So I want all of you to take a break. Okay, so we'll take a break of 20 minutes. Okay, we'll take a break of 20 minutes, and we'll start at 11:45. All right, so all of you have a break till 11:45. I want everyone to re-log in at 11:45 with the same ID. Okay, so you have break till 11:45. Okay, at 11:45, I want everyone to use the same meeting ID and re-log in. Okay, I'll see you everyone at 11:45. Thank you everyone.